back in the old box stand here on the lease. Alright, it's December 21st. I'm back here on my lease here in South Mississippi hunting the old box stand. I've been up in North Mississippi on some public for the last couple of days. I think I made 5 sits in 2.5 days. And I just never did really get on anything. I seen a doe and didn't hardly find any buck sign. There's no acorns up there this year. So it's going to take some time to get on one, and I didn't have the time that I needed. Plus I wanted to come back here. I got a couple of bucks on camera on this lease that I'd like to get a crack at as soon as I can before they get killed somewhere else. So I'm going to hunt here a couple of days. Deer's been hitting his plots pretty good, and timing is getting right for him. It's a little bit early, but I don't know. Been getting some good movement the last few days on camera, so figured it's worth a shot. I'm gonna hunt in a few days and see if we can get lucky on one of these bucks. I got a pretty decent 8-point for this area, and I got a 6-point, or he may be an 8, barely an 8. I think he's more of a mainframe 6. That not big horn bucks, but an older buck. He's 3 or 4 years old. Pretty sure he's 4. Hoping to get a crack at him, and yeah, that'd be nice. So we'll see what happens. Gonna just sit the evening out here. Probably stay here tonight and hunt here tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get lucky and lay eyes on one of these bucks, and maybe I'll decide if I want to shoot him or not. Got a few does out. About probably 600 yards away. It's 4:40. Probably got about another 30 minutes of light or so. So a friend of mine gave me 3 of these vacuum seal packs, and honestly, I didn't know what was in this one. I couldn't remember what he said, but it's chicken and rice. It's pretty good. I had one last night. It was chicken and pasta. It was really good. So I'm gonna add a little bit more water. It's a little bit dried out. A little bit better consistency. He makes these at home and freezes them for lunch at work. So he gave me a few packets. I threw them in the ice chest, and I can eat them while I'm camping. Pretty good. Now, it's cold outside, and I don't feel like going outside and washing this pot. So it's cooled off. I'm stick it in this bag and stick it back in the other pot. And I'll wash it tomorrow. There's a bunch of does down there. They're making their way this way. I'm hoping they'll get up this far. I can't tell much about him. It looks like a decent buck from here. got some does. Some does just popped out. Like 3 does. That may be the does that were way down there, where those pups were. Because they were making their way this way. Beautiful morning, it's calm. 28 degrees when I got out of the truck. Good frost this morning. Alright. Got 2 does out. Got a couple more does coming in. They came from way down that lane. Sun's about to break out a little bit. Down here in the south. On these cold mornings when it's hanging around 30 or a little bit below or so, when that sun finally starts to break that tree line, get a little burst of movement. Well, that was a pretty good hunt. Seen 3 rack bucks, a 4-point, so I guess you could say 4 rack bucks, a spike, and several does. One of those bucks I didn't get on camera, he crossed this lane. It was the last deer I seen. Probably about 20 minutes ago. He crossed the lane. I couldn't get the camera on him. This is a buck I had on camera here. He's barely an 8-point. He's a 3-year-old, I'm pretty sure. And he was chasing this doe and he was blocking her. He didn't want her coming in this plot. He kept cutting her off. She would browse a little bit. He would just stand there and watch her. And she would get closer to this plot. He would come around and get downwind of her and cut her off. And he'd push her back in the timber and she'd come back out and he'd do the same thing. He did it like 3 times. Finally she went back in the timber. He ran in there after her. I hadn't seen him since. Started to shoot him, but he just ain't quite. I don't know if I'm bow hunting and I see him, I might shoot him, but I think I'm gonna let him go with a rifle unless I just don't kill anything. It gets later in season. There's a couple other 8-points in here, a little bit bigger than him, and that I will shoot. So for now, I'm gonna just let him walk, and somebody else will probably shoot him. Who knows? Anyway, pretty good morning hunt. Can't complain. I'm gonna get down. I gotta go do a little bit of Christmas shopping, and I gotta fill these feeders up too. So be back in here this evening, and maybe we'll get lucky this evening. All right. Christmas Eve evening. Seen a few deer this morning. Kind of a slow morning. Didn't see any bucks. It's warmed up today. Got a south wind. I don't know if we'll see anything this evening or not, but I'm gonna sit out this evening and go home for Christmas Day. Then I gotta work a couple of days and I'll be back in here. Looks like the weather's not going to be that great the next couple of days anyway. It's going to warm up. And then I think we got a front coming with some rain, which should be really good, hopefully, if that front will push through. So we'll sit the evening out, and you never know. Might can get lucky. It's the rut. It's hot, got a south wind, but hey, just takes one doe or one buck fired up, cruising around. You never know. I guess he's gonna go on up that lane. There he goes in the woods. Like maybe a little 6-point or a 5-point or something. Got another deer out. It's a doe. Probably got maybe 30 minutes of light left. Been kind of slow this evening. I've only seen 2 deer. This doe here and then that first buck. Alright guys, I had to get out of there. As quietly as I could because it is super calm. That was all I saw was I think it was 4 deer total. That small buck and then 3 does. So,
Tomorrow's Christmas Day. I'll spend that with family. Then I got to work a couple of days, and then be back at it. I really wanted to, I kind of wanted to kill a buck with my rifle and then bow hunt the rest of the season. And I was really hoping to get that done by today, but didn't work out. I'll be back on them in a few days. Hang tight. Byron's in the Delta. I know y'all been waiting for some footage from him. I got some coming. He's been bow hunting, trying to kill a big one. He's seen a few and had a couple close calls, so I'm hoping he'll lay one down pretty soon. So hang tight. Hopefully we'll get a buck down soon. Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.